can we find that money to subsidize fuel, to insulate the population from this? That is the question we have to answer. That money is not available. We are not producing volumes of oil to say our earnings on the volume side would be large enough to provide the cash that you will get from the large volume, high price to put the subsidy. Let me tell you how it comes at the pump. Currently, the price at the pump for premium is $5.75 per liter, and super $4.97, diesel is $3.51. If it's not subsidized and oil is $100 a barrel, and I'm just using $100 for argument's sake because it's gone past 100 already. At $100, if there's no subsidy on premium, the price at the pump would have to be $7.58. It's $2 more than you're paying now per liter, if there's no subsidy. If there's no subsidy on super and the price of oil is $100, the price at the pump is now $4.97, and unsubsidized price would be $7.46. And diesel, which you're paying $3.41 per liter for now, if there's no subsidy at $100 a barrel, the pump price will be $6.58. The question is, can the government or will the government allow the price of these fuels to jump from $5.75 to $7.58, $4.97 to $7.46, from $3.41 to $6.58? That is a huge shock to the economy. And government has to find that money from somewhere if we have to subsidize it. But if it's not subsidized, that is what it is. But the subsidy program is in place. And therefore, at $100, if we subsidize at the way it is being subsidized now, with no subsidy on premium and super, but subsidy on kerosene and diesel and LPG, the government will still have to find, at $100 a barrel, the government will still have to find $767 million. That is just to preserve the subsidy in the way it is now. And the question that we have to ask ourselves, if we have $767 million available, is subsidizing fuel the way to spend it? Because you may have to borrow that money. To pay this subsidy, the Minister of Finance will have to engage in borrowing. And of course, the ministry tells me that the estimated figures for 2022, with oil price at $100, which is quite possible based on what's going on right now, even if you fall back a bit from 128 or 130, the estimated subsidy, we're looking at $896 million. The levy in the fund on the companies would be $459, and the government subsidy would be $437 million. So what all this means is that the government, through the Ministry of Finance, or the Minister of Finance is working on that right now, will have to take a decision as to how much funding we can find to subsidize, to take some pressure off the population. But the population cannot be insulated completely from oil running at $120, $130, $140 per barrel. So in short, what I'm saying is that do not see the height in oil price as opening up huge possibilities for earnings, because the volumes at which we are producing oil now is not the same volumes we had before when the subsidy was absorbed.